What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon with Bama Fitness, and today we have a special guest. I haven't seen this brother in a minute. Let him introduce himself and tell you exactly where he's from. Go ahead, brother.
How you doing, guys? My name is Khalil Johns. I am from Houston, Texas, originally from Panama, Central America, but I'm currently live in Houston, Texas.
Nice. So it's funny how this started because a while back, Khalil hit me up on Instagram. And honestly, I'm like, all right, this guy looks familiar, but I really don't know him like that. And he was like, yo, I seen you, like, remember back in the day we went to Budapest, Hungary. In my head, I'm like, yo, you know what? That was like when I was like 9 years old. And that was a long time ago, y'all, if y'all don't know. But man, that was like a fun trip. That was my first international championships that I went.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's funny though, because I'm gonna tell you how I even found out about you. I was on Instagram scrolling, and I don't know if somebody tagged you or I think you were one of those like karate like IGs, you know. I think somebody like posted you doing a kata or something like that. I was like, man, this guy's really fresh, you know. He's like really crisp and everything, you know. On IG they post a lot of BS karate stuff.
Yeah.
Right. So when you see somebody that's legit, you look into it because it's like, okay, this guy really knows what he's doing. So I think you were doing a kata in your house with the mat and everything.
Yeah.
And I clicked on you. I saw the name, but it didn't ring a bell. You know, it didn't ring a bell. I was like, okay, you know, I'm sure he probably did. You know, I'm sure he probably is competing in AAU, UNSTKF, something like that. Because the way you look, the way you know how crisp you are, and I seen some of your, I went through your posts or whatever. So I'm at my house, and I had this old chest, right, with all my old medals in it, all my old like karate stuff when I was in the U.S. team and everything. And I ran across this T-shirt from Budapest, from Hungary, right? And I remember all the guys, you know, when we were done, everybody signed the T-shirt, right? So I'm looking at my T-shirt, looking at everybody that signed it, and on the back of my T-shirt, there's in big letters, it says Brandon Abdullah. I'm like, wait, hold on. I'm like, this is the same guy I see on IG. And then I just like sparked my memory. I'm like, dude, we were on the U.S. team together.
Yeah.
Like that's wild. So that's when I hit you up, like, yo, like I remember it's very, very, very like, I mean, we had like 100 people on that team.
Yeah.
But it would just so happen that you saw my shirt.
Yeah.
And you were the biggest name on there. I'm like, this is like Brandon. He was like, I think I sent you a picture of it. It was like in big letters. Like it took up the whole back of my shirt. I'm like, this definitely some New York shit, you know, some New York, you know. So I was like, dang, that's crazy. So that's when I hit you up. I'm like, yo, we were on the U.S. team together. I don't remember specifically, but I just know we were on the team at some point. We had conversations or something like that. But yeah, man, that was good times, man. I definitely remember that.
So how did you get into karate?
So, okay. So I come from a family of martial artists. So my dad, Khalil Johns, he's one of the pioneers of Shotokan in his country, in Panama. So my dad pretty much started one of the first dojos in Panama when it came to Shotokan. So the way my dad's instructor was Vicente Cruz. Vicente Cruz was he was the founder of the ISKA, International Shotokan Karate Association. They're like international. So what happened was Vicente Cruz, he was part of the Strategic Air Command, the SAC. And after World War II, when the Japanese lost the war, the US Air Force sent for all their Japanese karate masters to come and train the special forces. So my dad's instructor was a defensive tactics instructor, I believe he said, with the SAC. So he learned from all the masters, from Nishiyama, from Isao Bata, from he learned like different, I forgot how many different masters he learned from, but he's in direct lineage with Nishiyama, Obata, Nishiyama and what's the other guy? I think it's Obata. I forgot the other guy's name. But so he learned, he learned from them, got his, I think, sandan from them. Then he opened a dojo on the base in Panama where he was teaching GIs and stuff. So my dad was a young little kid, 10 years old, and was asthmatic, was sickly little kid. So my grandmother basically took him and gave him to my sensei, gave him to his sensei, like, hey, take him and make him a man. And my dad from then on trained with them every day for years. Trained with them. And my dad got his shodan at 15. And that's when he came back to his neighborhood and started teaching karate in Pedro Miguel. Okay. So then he started teaching karate to his friends and stuff like that. And then that's how his organization really started. A lot of the guys that are with my dad today started with him when they were kids. I had no choice, put it like that. I'm basically telling you, I had no choice.
Yeah, you had to get into
I started
it no
karate
matter
as soon
what.
as I could walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I started at 6. And then we started in my dad's garage at first, and then we got a dojo. But we started karate in my dad's garage, and then we just branched out from there. We got a dojo in Missouri City, and we've been in that area for like 30 years now.
Does your father still teach at your dojo, or is it like your dojo now?
No. So it's still the family dojo. So we are Daiichi Shotokan Karate. That's who that's or the umbrella organization. And Body is my own offshoot, more modernization of the organization. So I still teach at the dojo, but once I branch off, it's gonna be Embody. Embody is the face, but they're still gonna be learning Daiichi Shotokan Karate.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Embody is just like the logo, because it's more palatable for people that don't know Japanese, right?
Yeah.
I can't open up a dojo and say Daiichi Shotokan Karate Do. People can be like, what is this?
What the hell is that?
Yeah. Embody martial arts, very simple.
So a lot of athletes nowadays that are like internationally known, like Olympics, they only train. They don't have like a regular job.
Yeah.
Because they want to commit to, that level. So yeah, they may teach here and there, but they don't have a regular job. But you have a career. Yeah. So I know you said, you were waiting, you were training for like the Olympics, but then you're like, you know what, this is not really happening right now. Let me go take a different path, go to college, get that degree, and have a career. Yeah. So are you happy you went that route, or do you wish you trained a little bit more? Because we were in the Olympics, it took a little bit longer. But like, do you kind of like, I don't want to say regret it, but you kind of,
I get your question.
Yeah.
Like, the competitor in me always looks back at what I could have did.
Yeah.
Like, I should have did this, but realistically, even though karate is my passion is helping people. You know what I'm saying? Karate is just a conduit, just a way that I'm able to help people. So I don't regret it, because I'm able to do something, I think, in conjunction with karate. I'm able to be I'm a police officer. I'm a detective, and I feel like I do the same thing as if I was teaching. Teaching martial arts. I'm able to help kids not go. Like, my whole goal is to keep kids off my desk at the dojo. So competition wise, I miss it, because I do want to compete. I do want to fight. I do want to go out there and win, and at least challenge myself. I know I'm not in the best shape to do it right now, but I do. A part of me really wishes I would have kind of stuck with it more and just been more committed to it. But I lost faith.
Yeah.
And I mean, you couldn't tell me back then that we were going to get the Olympics. So I lost faith. And then it was like, keep chasing this dream that might never happen, or enter the real world and just, contribute in another way. Yeah. So I chose to do that. And I'm proud of the guys that made it, the guys that represented for America. They did a great job. Yeah, and I mean, it's motivating now, because it's like, I don't have to be on that level, but just going out there and seeing people compete again, and seeing, getting, it definitely brought back that fire in me to at least try it again. And maybe not on the international level, but locally, maybe nationally, who knows?
Who inspires you?
My dad, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Like, there's no other person in my life that has influenced me more than my dad. Just the way he lives life, the way that he approaches life, and just his commitment to the to the way of martial arts. He doesn't just talk it, he really truly lives it, And that's the thing that is challenging, because it's like, man, this guy, my dad's in Panama, he's soke. He's like, he's the highest ranking person there, and he carries himself that way. Yeah. And it's like, man, you don't have no weaknesses? Yeah, like, right? Are you human? Bro, you know what I mean? Like, but just seeing the kind of person he is, a very humble person, you would never know meeting my dad, talking to him. You never see that. You never see that. He doesn't walk around with this big ego. You know, he's very humble, very chill person, and just how he treats people. You know, that's the biggest thing. And as a police officer, it's important to be that way. It's important to know, you know, the proper way to treat people. This badge, I tell people, this badge doesn't make me better than you. It actually makes me more compassionate because the power I have, you know, because of my position, you know. So seeing my dad carry himself that way is showing me is something that I look at as an example to carry myself in that way, you know, carry myself with that type of honor, you know. And I mean, like he's my, he's definitely my motivation. Also, my mom is also she's a Kyoshi. She's a 7th degree black belt. So my mom and my mom started karate to date my dad because my dad was married to karate. So my dad was like, hey, if you want to date me, you gotta do karate. So my mom did it. So we grew up in a karate family, you know. Nice. But my mom too, with her dedication, and like I said, if it wasn't for my mom, my dad would still be teaching karate for free in Panama. Man. So she's the business side of it. Okay. She's the person that gets stuff done and puts things together. So seeing them both work cohesively together to kind of build something, you know, build what they built was definitely something that motivated me and was something that I admire. You know, so I try to carry myself out of respect for them in a certain way. You know, so yeah, that's who I look up to. Both of my parents, because a lot of people say they dad, but I look up to both my mom and my dad.
What's your favorite music to listen to when training or like working out?
So I love hip hop. I'm a big Griselda fan. Griselda, yeah. Oh, Griselda. So Griselda is a rap group out of Buffalo, New York. Okay. It's Benny the Butcher, Conway. Yeah. West Side Gun, Makami, like that's my music right there. When I'm working out, that's what motivates me. It's like that grimy, gritty kind of sound, that old school like New York 90s kind of beats. Yeah, I love that.
So what do you do for self-growth?
So I read a lot. I definitely read. I have a library of like 300 books. I'm like a book hoarder. Okay. But reading is something that's fundamental to me, of course. That's something that really kind of, it keeps me searching, you know, and it does keep me grounded because you're like, man, I didn't know that. So let me go back to the lab and kind of work on some things. So reading is definitely one of them. Meditation. I do meditate. I'm not Buddhist, but I do practice the concepts and the principles of Buddhism.
What is your favorite movie?
So this could be so corny and this can be so typical, but The Last Dragon, of course. Who doesn't like The Last Dragon?
That's my favorite movie, bro.
Yeah, right.
that's come on now.
You know, like I mean, come on, who doesn't like Bruce Leroy? Who didn't think they were Bruce Leroy growing up?
Dude, yeah.
Doing karate, especially.
The show is showing up and all that.
Yeah, Kiss My Converse. Like, come on, bro. Like
catching bullets with his teeth.
Yes. Yo, I'm telling you, who didn't practice that glow? Yeah. In the mirror, yo, yeah.
Dude, that's my favorite movie ever. Yeah.
I think every karate kid, that's like in their top 5.
Definitely.
Top 5.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Now for kata, what is your favorite? What's your favorite kata, basically?
My favorite kata would be Kankusho. I like Kankusho. Unsu, of course. Who doesn't love Unsu? Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of it.
When I was young, okay, look, when I was younger,
I'm not a huge fan of it.
When I was younger, that was my kata. I loved Unsu when I was younger. Now I don't know if I can get the turn all the way anymore. Yeah. But when I was younger, when I had ups, I could do it. But Unsu, a good 3 would be Gojushu Hodai. Which those are all painful katas. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I know your legs burning by the third one. Your legs.
After I used to do it like when I was younger and everything, and getting older. When I'm doing it, I'm like, wait, whoever created this kata, why are we only sitting on our left side?
Yeah.
Like we can't distribute the weight like more like
Exactly.
throughout the whole like kata, go half one way then half the other. Like
The other way.
yeah.
Exactly.
Man,
Exactly.
my left leg is more defined than the other.
Yeah.
Favorite cheat meal?
Favorite cheat meal? Oh, Jamaican patties.
Jamaican patty. Favorite fruit?
Apples.
Favorite veggie?
Broccoli.
Question mark.
Yeah.
Calisthenics or weight training?
Weight training.
Weight training. Squats or deadlifts?
Deadlifts all day.
All right. Tricep pull downs or working those biceps?
Them buys, man. Them buys. You know, with them tight shirts, they gotta have them buys popping.
That's right. That's right. All right. Last one. If you could train with anybody in the world, dead or alive, who would it be?
Ooh, I would train with Donnie Yen.
Donnie Yang? That dude's bad, man.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Kata or kumite?
Kata.
How important would you say working out, keeping your body in shape, eating correct is important for karateka, like for karate people out there in training?
I mean, you know, you're still an athlete. I tell people all the time, you're a martial artist. You're still a athlete. You're a martial artist, but you're also a martial athlete.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter how old you are, you know, like it doesn't matter how much karate I know. If I'm fat and out of shape, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, if I don't, I'm not trying to talk about, I'm not body shaming people, you know, but I'm saying if I'm not physically able to perform the techniques,
yeah,
you know, if I'm not physically able to execute the techniques and to defend myself, then I don't know, then I know nothing.
Yeah.
So health, eating right, diet, all those things matter when it comes to being a martial artist.
Yeah.
You know, like what you put in your body is going to be the fuel that fuels your body to exist in this world. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you see these black belts, they got a big old belly and the belt's like this big around their belly. Like if I just push you and run, if I kick you in the head and run away from you, you're not going to catch me.
Yeah.
You know, how effective are you as a martial artist?
Yeah.
No, you know, so we, you know, I mean, martial artists are like, you know, we should be the gold standard of fitness.
So everyone, make sure if you're in the Houston area, you hit up Shihan Khalil right here. He's great. He will teach you the right way, not that McDojo stuff.
Yeah.
So, no.
Oh, no, you get that work over here.
So if you're in Houston or anybody, how can someone reach out to you? You have Instagram, Facebook?
Instagram, yeah. So Instagram, Sensei, Khalil, Sensei, SENSEI, KHALIL. That's my personal Instagram, and my business Instagram is mbody. That's gonna be MBODY_martial arts.
Awesome.
You can reach out to me, DM me that way, and I'll give you all the info you need.
All right, everyone. Hope y'all enjoyed. Sensei, again, thank you. If y'all like this, make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Make sure you guys are following both of us on the grams and everything. If you have any questions, just leave us a DM or a comment below. Everyone, again, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
Peace.